Good morning, Vietnam. This is not a test. This is rock and roll. All right, see, this is Texas Hold'em. I'll be playing a fair few tourneys tonight. I thought I'd give you a chart as well. It's got the shakes. I don't know why it's got the shakes. But if you are playing cash, I did put a little 3-bet range together. It seemed good to be 7.2 because in poker, seven deuce is the worst hand. So I don't know. There was a certain amount of romance. I'd say these hands up here: aces, ace king, ace queen, ace jack suited, ace king off, kings, ace queen off. Fold that. Queens and jacks, you can 3-bet always for value. But
Can I use your phone to set up an account or something?
Yeah.
What's your...
It's just an L. Technical difficulties there, sorry. Yeah, so these hands up here, you can probably always 3-bet for value, the ones I've highlighted. You can occasionally add in the king queen suited. I think there is a way to sort of like half select it, but I don't know how to do it. We've hit trips down here. With top kicker. I'm actually going to bet it. Call me a donk. There are 3 other players in the pot. Yeah, I was expecting at least 8 call. We will get back to the chart. I'm just sort of concentrating on this. I did see someone's comment. He said, could I please go into more detail about people's hands? Here, I'm definitely going to 3-bet. Maybe quite a large 3-bet. A bit isolating. Got to be scared of... call. There is argument for a call, but you are scared of the flush. Would you play a flush draw like that? Sometimes, I guess. We'll call up there. But these hands here, I'd say the suit connectors are quite nice to 3-bet sometimes, not always. So I think there is a I'm gonna fold up there. There is a way to sort of put it on sometimes, but I don't know how to do that. But half select these, so maybe go on, I'll say make it a third, 33%. 33% of the time you've got these hands, 3-bet them. And maybe 80% of the time 3-bet these hands. It'd be interesting to see, actually. You've got a load of bot traders. Why can't you make it like a bot poker player? I'm sure there's going to be a way. Maybe that's $1 million idea. But yeah, maybe 3-bet these ones 80%, 75% of the time, and sort of these ones 33% of the time. I did ask Google, and it said between 5 and 8% of your hands pre-flop you want to 3-bet. Obviously Google doesn't know all, but Google's pretty smart. We're going to call here. We're getting 2-1. It didn't quite 3-bet large enough for us to get up, for us to fold. We are facing a check. 50p seems right into £1.15. I do that with my kings. I do that with flush draws. We are getting raised. No, we're all right. We're all right for a check raise. I don't mind my play there. It's got the shakes again. The river diamond's not the best, but we will still go for a bit of value. No. So I'm guessing, obviously, he had the high diamond. We get min raised on the river. I think he's half sure of his hand, but I'm pretty sure he's got the best one. I do want to sort of look into this previous hand. We have flopped the nut flush draw down here. I will just see that it. We're getting raised. I think quite an easy call. I think it would be a wrong move to raise. We just let him carry on betting. Not the best river, but not the best river at all. But we still will go for value with our nut flush. Trying to figure out how. I'm sure I can sort of see the hand again. This fold I made down there. In all honesty, Sky, it'd be nice to have a little time bank. Not a huge one, but a little time bank. Just, it is really maybe just an extra like 3 seconds per hand. You see, bet this. think I bet and got raised on the turn. I will review the hand. I'll tell you what. I'll make this video, and I will do. I'm going to do a bit of editing. So we'll make this whole video, and then I'll go through it and just make the highlights. Maybe just the highlights is what people want. The action hands, me making a bit of noise. That thing's still got the shakes. I don't know what's going on with that. Raise up here with raise 10. Fold the 8-5. Check that. But I was told to a subscriber, someone left a comment that wasn't my dad. And they asked to play less screens and sort of dive into more detail what I actually put them on. Is this true? Obviously, you have to put people on hands. It is quite difficult at such low stakes to put people on hands. Certainly people that aren't particularly good, because they will call with so much junk pre that it's difficult to sort of start breaking down their range. Obviously, with against regs, you can do that a lot more. I'm just going to stick in a small c-bet here, 20p into 64. Not too happy about the ace, obviously. Happy to take that down. I think there is argument to jam it in. The ace just sort of sways it though, because he's only got 520 behind. If I had 2 overs and there wasn't any ace, I'd jam it. There he's up with King Jack. Alright for that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a wee bit bored just playing full screens. Raise up there, and we'll just call with our Queen 10. I've gone for 2 streets of value. I don't think I'll go for a third. Just as well. I would have been betting into trips, but no, easy bet with ace king there. lot of people say it's mad, it's suicidal. Why are you telling people you're making a stream? Telling them exactly how you play. I don't care too much. Why not? Add a bit of dynamic. If I do start getting owned because a couple of regulars are actually watching how I play, I'll just move to a different site. It'll be fine. No offense to the French, but French sites are actually softer. I think French players just aren't as good because they didn't have, they didn't speak English, so they didn't have access to the poker tutorials that most of them were coming out of the States sort of 10 years ago. If Scandinavian players, they're good because they speak English. They sort of learn. But no, the Americans, so far in front. It's so far in front. But they are far in front in poker. And Canadians as well. Don't forget that little man, Daniel Grano. Yeah, we'll play a couple more cash games. It's a bit too slow, honestly. But it's going to be a tourney. I'll play that one. When's that one starting? 22 minutes. He's min betting. Why are you min betting? There is a straight draw down. There is a straight already. What are you trying to do to me? Facing a big raise. We're okay. Maybe I've had an idea. It sounds a lot more time consuming for me, but maybe review my footage as a whole. No, that won't work. Yeah, we will just call here. And we're going to free bet our ace 3 here in position. And we're going to raise it up there with raise queen. It was raise pre. I think I will lead out though. Ace 3 suited being a nice raise. We definitely have to call this. Yeah. No 9. Don't do it. That's okay. That's alright. £3. £3, 12 pence. That's better than a kick up the arse. I'm going to fold that. Oh. Better than a kick up the arse. And we're going to raise it up there with our ace king. I suppose there is argument to call there because you get such good pods. Is that a good flop for ace king? Not when someone bets out. You could have any kind of pocket pair and I'm behind. Obviously a good flop for ace king is either an ace or a king. can. It's a little bit ugly as well when you sort of flop straight draws, because certainly when there's so much already invested, because if you flop straight draws, then they're maybe likely to have ace queen or ace jack or king jack, and they've actually hit a pair, so you're drawing pretty thin. Arguments call the ace 2 as well. Yeah, I do prefer playing tourneys on this site. Said it before and I'll say it again. They are softer. I'm gonna have a re-break in 3 minutes. Raising it up with our ace deuce under the gun. Quite a few callers. I do feel like I have to c-bet this. A little bit worried that someone's got a better ace than me. They're a better kicker. But try to thin the field a little bit. Check. Control the size of the pot. We will c-bet there with 2 aces. He's less likely to have an ace in his hand. I think just maybe check, turn your hand into a bluff catcher. There is 4 to a straight. So I'm not even sure if I can turn my hand into a bluff catcher. Nine or 4. No, I'm alright. We'll obviously call with 10s up there. He's making it so cheap. And a very cheap river as well. Okay, interesting play. Usually I'd say you'd want to go for a little bit more value if you have that, but you do get players sort of thinking, if I bet like that, they will raise the river because I look so weak, so they'll try to bluff. I suppose that was his line. A little bit fishy. I will make a note of that. A little bit fishy. I can't call him a fallout donk, but that was a little bit fishy. I was pleased today. We had double figures subscribers. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm famous. I'm huge. I'll go fight. I'm gonna go fight that YouTuber that's always calling everyone out. Oh, I'm gonna have a quick break. We've hit 2 pair here. Raise it up. Not a particularly good flop for 2s. That kind of looks like a blank to me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. It's calling 6, 7 on the flop. 6, 7. Alright, I'll be back in a wee bit. Yep, we're back. We're live. And we're live. Can't do much for 5 deuce. It's the £5 rebuy. I like the £5 rebuy. Didn't work out yesterday, but doesn't always work out. That's it. A lot of gamblers only tell you when they win. When they lose, they keep hush. It don't work like that. It's a grind. You got to grind. You got to work. Queen 4 no good. 4-3 no good. This is a deep table up here. The rest are just normal. Little tawny down there. We will complete with Queen 8 suited. That is no good. Build it and they will come. I think orange is a bit fishy. I think that was one of my color codings. I've got aces down there. Yeah, orange is fishy. Yellow is good, orange is fishy. Okay, not the result you want with aces, but jacks against queens here. This is a 10NL table, so this guy wasn't that particularly deep, so I'd say a pretty standard play. Obviously, the less deep you're sat, the more your free betting value range opens up. We've hit trips here. We will bet it. Be careful, I haven't got the best kicker, so I could go broke. I'll try not to go broke. 7-9. 7-9 just got there as well. Maybe there's actually argument to check that. Check that. I'm actually not going to go for a third street of value. But I will call a bet. That is the thing. It's just one of those things. If I do lead out there with my trips, poor kicker, do I then call a raise? Checking it just makes it easier to play because then you turn your hand into a bluff catcher. Bluff catcher! Raise up our ace-9 suited. That's no good. We will complete here. Not particularly good flop. Check that. fold that, check that. And we're actually going to go for a raise with our 7-6 suited. It's been checked to us again, so we will do a delayed c-bet, see if we can take it down. We'll bet that. We did bet this. We have picked up a little bit. Not the best turn card in the world. Ace is a scare card, but I just feel like too much of a donk to carry on betting at that. 4, 5, 6, 7, a 3 or 8 beats us. Call me a nit, but I'm just going to give up with my 2 pair. I almost seem I can't see how I can bluff him off, unless of course he had a flush draw, and I could have got him for a flush draw, but just not a good river card to try to bluff him. We got aces up top, and we're facing a bet by the donk, or the fishy player. I'm going to make it 110. I actually might get 3 callers though with 110. I've seen stranger things before. At least give me 1 caller. At least one of you call. I didn't want that. But 30, 90p, 90p's in there. No, I mean, most of the time I'd make it 110. We won't 3-bet our ace jack though, out of position. Trips is good. Trips is good. We will check it actually. Wow, quads is even better than trips. I'll be a little bit sneaky. I'll pretend to time out. Something's happening. He's thinking. He's timing out. Oh no, he's bet. I'm gonna raise it up. We will complete with our A7 down there. And we will bet with the nuts up there. I think the £5 rebuy started. Bish bash bosh, just like that. Oh, kings. We'll protect our calling range. He does check, and that is pretty much, I wouldn't say the worst flop, but it's not a great flop. We do end up taking it down. And some guy asked me, I did lose to him. A little bit embarrassing. I had trips and he had trips with a bigger kicker when I was playing 4-0 earlier today. It was kings. We both had trick kings. I think I had trick kings with a 4 kicker. He had trick kings with a 9 kicker. It all went in on the turn. Maybe a little bit goofy by me. Maybe I'm just turning my hand into a bluff catcher. But the reason why I did make the call was because he just previously asked, how do the poker sites make their money? And I can show you how the poker sites make their money. If he does call, so it's a £1.10, £1.15 pot. If he does call, you'll see what happens to the pot. Oh, he folds. Okay, you'll see soon enough. But either way, even on a 20p pot, they take 2p. I mean, it's madness. It's madness how much they take for the service they give. Rupert Murdoch's laughing all the way to the bank. Here we go. So you're going to see it's a 70p pot. Fold. I'm going to call there, or at least I should have called there. 64. So they've taken 6p. Just like that. So no, they make mass amounts. King Jack, we're going to raise up. I don't always raise King Jack under the gun. I guess I should start calling it, and I should start protecting my calling range. This is probably a little bit too strong to actually fold, but I was folding it just for simplicity. I was always under the impression if your hand's good enough, it's good enough to raise. I'm alright for 5-6 there. If you do play enough on poker sites, though, they do offer you a rake back, but some sites offer you better rake back than others. I play on Sky for the lows, and it's, I don't know. I don't think they're probably as strong as the people who play on PokerStars. Could be wrong. Cool there with ace deuce, seeing it's only a min raise. We'll raise it up there with our king queen off. I did bet that. It's not the greatest flop. And we're going to give up there with our ace deuce. I kind of now want to get this ace queen to showdown. And we won't do anything with our king queen up there. He is betting. No, I think we're all right. And honestly, I think there's a lot of value playing the low limit cash game in just people calling you off too light that you don't actually want to call them too light. I think that makes sense. And we're going to start calling with our King Jack under the gun, because we do defend that range. I can't do much here though. No, not pleased with ace deuce there. Jack's under the gun. And early on in the tournament, you can make it 4x. And because I'm under the gun early in the tourney with my jacks, I will make it 4x. I'm going to raise it up with our Jack Queen there. Wow. Monster flop for Jacks. He's betting into us. We will just call. No diamond. Lovely. Come on, bet big. Where are your kahunas? We're going to raise it up. We do get called. That is a lovely river card because it is not a diamond. He's going all in. And here we're just going to call with our Jacks. Obviously not the greatest flop. I think there would have been an argument to get it all in, but Jacks are a little bit too weak, but he wasn't sat completely deep. But with 2 over cards, it's an easy fold, guys. It's an easy fold. And we won a little bit, I think, in both tourneys. Yeah, in both tourneys, we've won a couple of little bounties. They're not huge, but I think it's like, well, I'll tell you what it is. £1.80. It's not bad. I think this is the guy I just knocked out. I do obviously need to keep on calling that top pair. Quite a nice kicker. But it is so... I mean, Ace Queen already had me beat, so in effect, a Queen is quite a nice river card, so we're going to call. 4-3. Interesting. I mean, effectively we doubled up. We're 2 out of 60 in that tourney down there. It's early days. You can't win a tourney from the get-go. Ace King, obviously a very easy fold. I think we'll see what they have. Wow. There's so many straights. A straight this. Okay, this guy did win, but I think that was pretty fishy play, in all honesty, when there's a straight on the board to get it in with a flush draw. I'm sorry, but that's quite fishy, the boss 7. I mean, it's not a full on donk, but it is a bit fishy, mate. It is a bit fishy. Prove me wrong. I'm a learning computer. I'm going to raise that Jack 8 down there. Oh, it feels like I've been talking for ages, but it's only been like 20 minutes since the last break. We have flopped a flush draw. We're sticking a little bit. Well, actually a little bit. Actually half pot. Taking it down is what you want. Jack 9. I wouldn't say not Jack 9 suited. Not quite strong enough to call down there. I say we must move upward, not forward. Forward, not backwards. We'll raise it up with our Ace 5 bear under the gun. And it's been checked to us. We have top pair. We'll bet that. We're getting min raised. We're getting min raised by this guy. He's not sat particularly deep. Didn't tree bet ace king off. Okay, but it's quite an easy call. And we've picked up a flush draw here. There is potential. Obviously, I could have, should have called the a6 up there. I'm a little bit worried he had the straight. 4, 5. Yeah, he could have had the straight on the turn. I did pick up the flush draw, so it did seem like it merited a call, but I can't call the river. Top pair flush draw. You can't be folding top pair flush draws on the turn in a 5NL tourney. I'm sorry, you just can't. It's impossible. C'est pas possible. Have a 20 starting in 20 minutes. Raise it up with our 10s under the gun. Not a very nice flop for 10s. In fact, the 10 of hearts, obviously it changes it, but against two players, we will raise it with our king, jack. Blind versus blind. I don't want to do anything here. It's too much of a guessing game. We will see about that. I think I will leave on screen. I'm quite tired. I'm quite sleepy. But no, I think I'll meet in the borderline. He's saying don't play 6 screens, it's too confusing. I think if I play 5 screens, that's a compromise, right? That's a compromise. Honestly, it's quite difficult to talk about so many screens at the same time and sort of keep track on it. A lot of the time, after a while, you just trust your instincts. We're going to cool down here. He has made it 60 and he min raised it. I'm not too happy because obviously it's still open to this guy, so he could re-raise it, but we'll take a free card. It's quite a nice free card. It's quite a nice free card, but he is leading out for pot. 9-10. I could win the nuts with a queen and half the nuts with a club. I'll take half the nuts with a club. I haven't quite got him covered. I'm going to fold it up here. We're going to stick in a big raise. Shall we just jam? Yeah, we will just jam. We want to call now. Obviously, he would have called us with a nut flush draw quicker. He's got a flush. Starting in 30 minutes. We will play that. I wanted to see how popular I am. How many people like me? Call that. We will raise the queen 10 down there. We've got nut flush draw. We have a pair. We're actually just bet half pot. Louis is raising us. Hey ho, let's go. He could have an ace. Well, of course he could have an ace. He is mean raising us again. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I play bad, but no, of course I gotta get it in. Ace 10. Didn't want to see the 10, but I do luck out, and that's what it's all about. It's all about just lucking out, just getting it in bad and lucking out, and that's how you win at poker. And that's why you should like and subscribe and leave a comment. Yeah, I guess that was goofy by me to keep on re-raising. I don't know. He wasn't set on much. He hit a gamble at the end of the day. If you don't want to gamble, just buy silver. Just buy physical silver. That's not gambling. You're buying money. L'argent. Otherwise, gamble, buy Bitcoin. But if you really want to gamble, play poker. We will call down here. We've got what Daniel Negreanu calls home run hands. Did speak about that earlier, but what he's effectively said was early on in the tournament, you want to play more suited connectors, low, small pairs, because when you do hit, you hit big, and you can stack them because they don't always put you on that type of hand. And that was definitely a home run hand. But here, it's much later in the tourney. Blinds 50, 100. That isn't a particularly home run hand. I think Phil Ivey played 5-3 suited in the tourney. Well, I know so because I saw it on his masterclass. Shout out to masterclass. I don't think it's probably the best thing if you do want to learn poker, but I was just intrigued by Phil Ivey, the main man himself, the OG. This was the day that Gus Hansen went broke. Apparently, well, obviously he must have went broke ages and ages ago. Raise it up there with raise 6. Raise a daisy. I don't think you should ever really go broke playing online poker. I mean, we were just cool. I don't like getting min raised. That ace is not the best turn card. I mean, can I call again? I just feel like such nit, but I just think I'm beat. I don't know. If it was a more competent player, I might call there, but I just can't see how where he bluffs there, what his bluffs are. But if you think I'm wrong, make sure to dislike and subscribe. And leave a comment in the comment section. Yeah, I just think he has me. And having a good sixes is cool. We will defend with our ace nine there, facing a min bet. Okay, he's re-raised. He won't do anything there. We will defend there. And just so you don't always call me a nit, I will put in a raise here, because otherwise people just call me a nit. Like, why are you not betting when someone min bets? That's why. Will I free bet ace queen facing an under the gun raise? No, I won't. Will I call it? Yes. But it's true. I don't like min bets. And often I do try to bluff people off. Well, at least I used to when they did min bet. But now I think the bad players have sort of, because before a bad player would min bet because you try to get to the showdown cheaply. But I think now bad players min bet because they expect you to raise it. So it's almost their way of setting a trap. I wouldn't quite min bet, but sometimes I do use small bets to get cheap side cards. 2-3. I've raised it today. I think I'm getting in a lot of trouble if I get involved with my sevens there. He made it a significant raise. I mean, only what? I'm beating sixes. Apart from that, maybe like I don't know what else he does that with. Larger pairs you would have known early pre-flop. We've hit trips up here, which is nice. I like hitting trips. We will complete here with our Jack Queen. And we've hit trips here. It is a paired pot, but he is min betting. And now he's min raised. We can obviously quite easily call and hope the board pairs or I hit an ace. Neither of that happens. Because I've just obviously got to be wary of the flush. And he's jamming. So, no, quite an easy fold. Are you mad? What do you mean you crash? We're not going to call here with 8-7 suited raise, min re-raise, so it's not closing the action. We will call fours in position there though. I'll stick all the cash games up there. I think that's very close with the Jack 8 there. Jack 8 suited, just opt more for a fold. Your chips are quite valuable, well, are very valuable now. The blinds are 75, 150, so you're playing more fold or ship. You don't want to be sort of calling and playing flops so much. I suppose that is the rebuy and it is going well. It is the rebuy and it is going well. We'll raise up here. 50p seems nice. I've got ace king, but it was a family pot. Family pot means everyone called. We have picked up a flush draw here. A rivered ace is quite nice as well. We will value bet this. 110 seems about right. And we've hit top pair here. We're scared of king, queen, but I think king, queen would raise pre in their position. Do you recognise this old bird, Lisa 67? We have picked up the nut flush draw now. I'm not going to bet it because I don't want to be raised off of it. So I'm going to opt to check it. Because then I can check call. If I bet, then I can't really bet call, but I can check call. And this is an interesting position because I have got a blocker to the nuts. So it is difficult for her to bet at it. And depending on how much she does bet, I could raise and turn my hand into a bluff because I've got a blocker to the nuts. But I don't have any fold equity. She's bet £12.5. It's only a £4 raise. I have got a blocker to the nuts, but I can't call. If it was a smaller bet, I could consider turning my hand into a bluff. I'll let her know what I had. Pretty sure I know so. She had me beat, but it was. Do I know so? It was an interesting bet on the river because obviously she didn't have the nuts because I had the blocker to the nuts. But it was such a large bet that I was pretty sure I can get her off. I am going to jam this. There was 450 in. I've got an ace. Maybe a little bit loose, but no one showed strength. Yeah, just go after it. Pretty sure it's best. We will raise it with our eights here as well. I think we're going to jam this. It is an over jam, but I can't see how that 10 helps. It doesn't hit a 10 too often, and I have got backdoor flush draws. But Lisa said, guess you had the Ace of Hearts or were trying to fill up on the river. We're getting re-raised here. Fishy, we will just call. We will slow play our aces. Because we have position, and look at that, betting big. So we will just call again and let the boss do the betting. Let the boss do the betting. And the boss does do the betting. Oh, double aces. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the type of thing that goes viral. All that and a load of people like handing out money to tramps and what goes viral? Must be the age of decadence. Must be the age of decadence. Bread and circuses. It's sad, in all honesty. I have to laugh or cry, but I'm laughing. I'm laughing all the way to the Bitcoin bank. We did raise it up with our fives there. We missed. Laughing all the way to the Bitcoin bank. And I think we will see bet this here with our fives. Top pair, second up flush draw is very nice, certainly when you're playing against someone who's so short stacked. Well, that is the rebuy, and I will rebuy, so I will register for this because it's not too large a tourney. And I'll leave the deep table. And I think I got a couple more subscribers. Unless it's two more people just calling me a wanker. No, new subscriber Tom, shout out. And Smart Goat, shout out. Someone's saying something. Oh, he's asking why don't I have a manual top up? That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm not sure if I know how. Is there a way on this? We're going to free bet our ace queen in position. I'm not sure if there's a way on this side to do manual top up. Sort it out, Rupert. Rupert. Yeah, we'll play this wee one, and I think that'll be us. That will be it for the evening. No late night 20 an hour tonight. Maybe a wee bit tipsy, but no, not really. Not really. biggest thing is poker is don't chase your losses. I've seen so many good players, good players, and they chase their losses. I think that's true of any gambler, though. Start chasing your losses, you're hanging bother. Just stay cool. Stay cool. Yeah, so this is the week £10 tourney. Only 33 runners at the moment. I think 500. Let's win one of these tourneys. I've had a second in my short streaming days, but I've yet to win one. And that's what people want to see. I think even if it's small tourneys, that's what people want to see. I think it's a shuffle fold here. I'm not going to do anything with King 4, though. I just don't see I've got enough fold equity. I got it all. No, not fold equity with King 4. Yeah, got a break in 7 minutes. Not going to do anything with 6-4 suited, but it's a jammy time. It's a very jammy time down there. We're going to defend with our 8-9 suited. Why not? And we're going to stick out a small C bet. We're getting raised. What are my notes on him? I think I've got a rejam here with my ace 10. He's only sat on 540. I've got a chance of winning a bounty. Oh, I run into ace king. Oh, but I hit the 10. It's better to be lucky than good. I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter if you're good at poker. If you're lucky, just be lucky, son. Be lucky. Saying that, I think ace 10 was fine there. You got to sort of go bounty hunting, and we will defend with our ace 8 here. Am I going to have a stab at this? No, maybe on the river I will have a stab at it, though. He's bet. It's obviously very difficult for him to have a 2, but do you really want to try to get him off of an overpair because you know he doesn't have a 2 in his hand? It's whiskey business. Very, very whiskey business. So we're 19 of 105, 66 and 96. I quite like those numbers. And this one's just started. But I think maybe I'll be a 5-screen man. Maybe the days of 6 screens are over. I did get a comment. He did say, "You're playing too many screens, mate." Long and short of it, I can't keep up. Break down what you think you put them on. That's what I want to know. Like this, I can't really do that with 6 screens. Just trust in my instincts. There's a bounty there. There's quite a big bounty there. Go on, 10-8. We want to see an 8. We want to see an 8. We want to win that bounty. Oh, did he just rebuy? Is that the same name? No, that was a different player. Sixes under the gun. We will raise them up. It's early on in the tourney. It's a 10-0 tourney. It's quite small. I mean, a small field. And this is the rebuy tourney. The rebuy and add-on tourney. So if you do get to the add-on stage, you always do want to add on. Absolute monster flop there for my 4s. We'll carry on checking. It's such a monster. Does an 8 beat us now? An 8 beats us now. I think there is argument to bet the turn, but maybe if the turn's an ace or a king, and it looks like they could hit a big pair that they might be confident with. But the 8 on the turn, I opted for a check. Can't do much there with our ace-6. But we'll see how people go bounty hunting. Oh my god, I had the best hand with an ace. I think that is going light bounty hunting. Very light bounty hunting with the king 10 there. Because he's going bounty hunting and he's not even closing the action. So you could wake up with a better hand behind him. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be back in a wee bit. And we're back. Yeah, I guess if I do ship this tourney, ship a tourney, that's what people want to see. Give the people what they want. So it's late on in the tourney there, it's less later there, and it's very early there. So we can see 3 different styles of play. Wow, monster flop. With a monster flop, we will check it. He's checking again. We didn't want to see that. We wanted to see him bet. God damn it. draws in position. Yeah, so Sky Poker took 5p off of us already. I think it's probably just standard though. Standard rake everywhere. And we will just call with our nines here. I think it's a bit too loose to re-raise and play for stacks. Get a little bit more information, and he is checking. I'm going to bet 3-3-3 because it kind of looks like I've got trip threes. If I had trip threes, I would be scared of the flush. I can't see how many times he has a king. Why wouldn't he just c-bet the king? Oh, now he's betting out. Why wouldn't you bet your flush draw? I think I'm alright. I think I'm sort of running into a monster. Let me know what you would have done, but I think that's a fold. I'm going to start uploading a certain amount of these hands onto 2+2. They did. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. They did actually ban my account. Easiest jam in the world. Jack's under the gun. I've only got a little bit more than 10 big blinds. I've basically got 10 big blinds. I really don't like these threes here. We'll just fold them. And we got kings up there on the cash table. I'm going to call here with my 10th jack. We do river a jack. I think it's... Do I bet? No, I'm going to turn my hand into a bluff catcher. I'm going to call here. There's a flush draw. We're gonna jam it in. I'm not too happy. Queen 10. Oh, absolutely drawing dead. I'm gonna jam it in here with our ace queen. The reason why I did jam it in there with my overpair is I just didn't think he'd bet the full house. I didn't think he'd bet Queen 10 on the turn. I think he'd have just checked and let me try to catch up. And here with 10s, we're going to have to call. Not too happy. Sometimes I am drawing very thin, but enough times I see ace jack, even ace 3. That's okay. I'll take losing at cash to win on the tourneys. I'll take that. I'll take that. We give him a nice hand. Of course we will. We're going to raise it up here with our A7. He is sat not particularly deep. He had a boat. He had a boat. And it just becomes too large a raise there with nines. A normal free bet I'd call, but I'm betting 20p and he's making it 120. I just can't see how I can... effectively, I'm just turning nines into a... to try to hit trips. And it's far too loose to full bet or get it in. Yeah. It was a queen 10 something flop, and there was a flush draw. So very drawy. I'm not too happy, but I think I have to call here with my ace-4. Hold, baby, hold. And we do hold. He did buy back in, and he's lowing me. He's lowing me. I'll send him a link. I don't know he's lowing. Well, let me know if you think that was a goofy play. Just leave a little comment at what time I did it. But I think that's pretty standard in all honesty. I would have called the 60p, of course, but I won't call that. But I won't call that. We got ducks. We're going to min raise it with our ducks. We're fairly deep. And we will raise it with our king queen offsuit. I think there's quite a fair argument for just checking that, but now what do I do? Oh my god, have I made this hand difficult to play? I mean, the ace is a doubly bad card because King Jack got there. I just play so badly. Almost, I think the king queen may have just been a check pre-flop. Make sure to dislike and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure I know how big a dunk I am. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I'm really not. I feel like it should have. It's a difficult hand to play, but I do feel like it should have been a bet. Rule 101 about poker is you want to make your hand as easy to play every time. I was playing out of position. Maybe just don't bother raising pre out of position with king queen when you're pretty sure you're gonna get a caller. I think where the mistake I did make it was pre-flop. The mistake I made. So it's the £5 rebuy, and of course we will do the add-on because the chips are half price. So for an extra £5, I get 4,000 chips. Yeah, I think the mistake I made pre-flop was with king queen offsuit, out of position, early on in the tourney. Just I mean the blinds aren't really worth going after, so just call. Don't bother raising. We will bet up here. Oh, he's only got £2.70 behind. We have rivered the straight, but there is 4 to a flush. Yeah, I think early on, I'm not really going off after blinds. I'm going to have to play the rest of the hand out of position. King, queen, offsuit's not quite strong enough. Just call it. Here we're going to fold. Ducks under the gun, 5-handed. Blinds are quite big, but I'm quite deep. We will min raise it. Obviously, we're just hoping to take the blinds down. That's what we want to see. That tourney's not going bad at all. A 10-jack suited under the gun. We will call. We're trying to defend our calling range under the gun. So I will call under the gun with aces a fair few times. It's Lisa. It's the old bird. We're actually going to stick in a raise here. £30p, I raise 90. And we're going to min raise here as well with our 10-9. We're on the button. And we did just want to take the blinds down. Maybe it's a bit, I think actually probably a bit too loose, seeing how deep the small blind is. Should have actually had a look at that before I raised. I only saw him. I didn't pay attention to the small blind, so Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't have gone after her. It's a rule if I'm pretty. Is he the chip leader? Yeah, he's the chip leader, and I'm going after his blind, even if it is his small blind. Chip leaders tend to play quite aggressive and defend their blinds quite loosely. I'm gonna defend here with my ace 10. Can't do much now though. I think ace 10 is probably just on the cusp. But something that did quite sway me is I did have them covered ever so slightly. Always thinking about those bounties. But no, that's no good. Not great, this music. Good video though. It's a good video. Taking over the Simpsons. Like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is taking over. He's too powerful. All gonna live on Mars soon. You'll see. Blah 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 blah. Is that a nice flop or is that a bad flop? I will take a free card. And I will actually, I'll take another free card if you're giving me free cards. Yeah, so I missed everything. So I'm going to fold. Ace King here. This range, this caliber. Definitely going to have to re-raise. I don't particularly want to scare him off. I think you call this a stop and go. And the stop and go works with the Ace King. Not quite stop and go, but makes it a very easy play checking to me with Ace King. He's made it 4x under the gun, but we will defend with our 5s. It's just if I think if I hit a 5, I can win big. I am quite interested by that check. And obviously down here, easiest call in the world of Ace King. 300, 600 blinds. ace rejams, but we're still going to have to go in with ace king. No queen. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're 6 out of 45, and I think that was quite a big tourney. We're running away with that. We're running away with that. I think I might actually stop the cash that's not getting me anywhere and just focus on the 3 tourneys. Seems to make sense, right? Some guy's laughing at me. I want to make a heads up series, so if any of the other regs are watching this and think this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, we'll play heads up. We'll play heads up. Not huge stakes, couple of tables. 20 NL. I think 20 NL is the smallest you can play heads up. I'd prefer to just play the same goes because there's a lot lower rake on them, but we won't do anything with our ducks there. And that's the reason you can't really call when there's so many people back behind you. They could jam. Captain Hindsight. Not sure if you've seen that TV series, The Boys, but not great. Not great. There's a Kiwi actor in it that's just got the worst London accent in the world. It's just frustrating to listen to. But The Stand, that's alright actually. I'm getting into that. It's a Stephen King. Stephen King's a man. He knows what he's about. He's like the 4th richest writer in the world. Yeah, so a couple of these tourneys are going alright actually. 33 out of 82. This is the rebuy. I'm in there for a tenner. This one is this is just a £5 knockout. This usually has like 200 odd runners. I will min raise my ducks on the button. We do get a fold. A7 not quite good enough. I was going to say here we're quite jammy, but no, we're not quite jammy because the blinds are still very small. We're facing a min raise under the gun. The only wrong move is a fold. We will opt to call. And here with ace king, quite an easy call. Very easy call. And we're going to min raise here with our king jack. And here, seeing we've actually got him covered, we're going to go with our jacks. We run into aces there, so not very good. And we run, okay, he rivers the 9, so not very good either. So a couple of hands that weren't pretty good. It's okay, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Do I regret how I played my jacks down there? Do I regret how I played my jacks down there? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. We will min raise our button. Blind versus blind with 10-8 suited. That was the £10 tourney. £10 tourney. But this is a £10 tourney too. £5 rebuy. I guess I have to call. I am closing the action. I guess I have to call there because there is a bounty. We have to go with it with our King 9, I'm afraid. We're up against the flush draw. Go on, stick out another club. Good, good. What goes around comes around, baby. What goes around comes around. We've got a couple of deep runs in a couple of tourneys. We're going to moon raise it here. A little bit loose. A little bit loose. More showdown value. I'm pretty sure we have to call. I'm quite happy to show down my A7 here. We run into 8s. We will min raise it with our 5s under the gun 5-handed. 3, 6, more than 20 big blinds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure quite an easy min raise. I'm not going to do anything with our Jack Queen there. We can't do anything with our 5s there. King Jack suited, 5-handed. I'm not quite the chip leader. We're going to actually opt to just call. Kings versus aces, and I min raised with my 5s, thinking they were good. No, ace 10 versus kings. No, not going to do anything. This tournament is now entering hand for hand play news. Okay, so we're on the bubble. We're on the bubble. Bubble being just the time before the payout. And on the bubble, the larger stacks tend to get a bit more easy. No. If it was 10-9 suited, maybe, but 10-7 suited, I think just probably a little bit too weak. I'm gonna be a star! Actually, I think I've got... I don't know how many subscribers I've got. 11, I think. 11. Lovely legs. Build it and they will come. Maybe we'll end up working for Rupert Murdoch. And we won't min raise our 10 jack here. I think we're in the money here though. Let's check. I think we're in the money. I think it seems about right that we're in the money. $200 smackers up top. Yeah, we're in the money. £200 up top. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's check this rebuy. When is the bubble with the rebuy? $18. We a little bit. So we're in the money here. We're in the money here. But we've got a little bit to go there. And you usually play for the bubble. You play to get in the money. Once you're in the money, you don't really care until you get to the final table. And then once you get to the final table, you start playing a little bit tricky again, because the pay jump from like 5th to 4th and 4th to 3rd and 3rd to 2nd is huge. So you play tricky to get into the money, and then I think you play tricky on the final table to try to go up. But apart from that, you play to win. We will min raise our ace on the button. Oh, not bad, this chin. Can we jam? Can we jam with King 10? I won't. We hit top pair. How many kings do they have? And how many kings do they have with a better kicker? Quite happy to take that down. I think an ace something you can jam, but King 10, if he calls you with any aces in front, if he calls you with King Jack, King Queen, he's in front. He rivered the flush there. was a pretty special jam. God damn it! Why are they giving me so many hands? I just want to jam. There's 2,800. It's too big to jam. It's too big. Is it too big to jam? Am I just supposed to call? I just prefer to get timed out, really. Let me know what I should have done there, though. I'm sure the internet knows all. F Google, ask me. But I don't know. I just don't know there. Ace 10, I jam. Ace 9, here it's quite an easy fold. To Ace 10, I jam. I think Ace 10, I don't know. Ace 8's just too average. Ace Jack, I definitely jam. It means I feel like I get called by worse enough, but just jamming Ace 8 there, I feel like I get called with better a fair amount of the time. And then this is an argument, why don't you call? But then you hit the race and do you know it's good? I'm going to call with my ace deuce suited though, because it is suited and I've got more chance of hitting hitting that. So ace 8 off, not a call. Ace 2 suited is a call. This part of the tourney. I can't do much. Let's win this, baby. Let's win this. Quite funny. It hasn't been going great since I started streaming. Good, isn't it? Start stream. Oh, I suppose I saying that right from the get-go, I did finish second in a tourney. Where is she going to put them in raise here? I feel like often enough I take it down. We do river the straight, which is very nice. The question is how much to bet. Did fold fairly quickly. Did opt to bet fairly small because he only had 8,500, so I wanted to bet a certain amount that he thought if he could call, he could still be in the game. If that, yeah, that was my logic in betting so small. He's jammed it in. We've got ace king. We're just going to re-jam it. We won't call to isolate. We're very easy, quite happy. No queen. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. No queen. No queen. That's all right. That's all right. That was £8. £8 in head prize. No, not first. 6 of 52 though. We're pulling away. We're pulling away. And here, I've only got 12,000 effectively. Blinds are 500, 1,000. Very easy fold there with 8-9 suited. You don't want to be playing poker at that stage. You're folding or jamming. So for those people that try to sort of play poker when the blinds are that big, are you mad? It is close. I am gonna call. I was thinking about raising, but no, actually, I'm gonna go for a call. He does raise a fairly significant amount, so I'm gonna fold. We're going to fold our 5-4 here. We are getting very jammy now. Obviously, it's not my favourite move, call folding pre-flop. I do feel like I have to bet this. Because otherwise, how else am I going to win it? And if my little brother is listening to this, don't worry, I will get you a bottle of rum for Christmas before you come back. But it is delicious. We'll fold our ace deuce there, and we will min raise our ace queen there. So we had a raise under the gun and a larger re-raise. And why did I fold ace deuce? Can someone please tell me? Oh, because I would have ran into ace king. I would have actually lost that. But and I think you can. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can let your stacking a tourney go lower than 10 big blinds. You don't have to start shipping it straight away. I think the limit is sort of 7, 6.5 ish. But the general consensus before was if you get close to 10 big blinds, you just got to start shipping it. I don't think that's true anymore. Well, anymore. I don't think that was true ever, but that's how people played. But I really want to jam this. I'm not going to. I think you can pretty safely not put me on an ace, because if I had an ace, I would have bet pre. At this stage, I'm not sure how much thinking he's doing, but I'm quite happy to try to show my king high down. He is betting the river, so we won't do anything. Ace queen, absolute monster this time in the tourney. What we will do, we'll just call and protect our calling range. If he does raise, we can put in a significant re-raise. Probably got the best hand here. And king 8 here, we will just check. He did only call. So we will bet and we will check here. But almost looking to check call. He did check behind. it's great, Rick and Morty. Love it. I've got a wee break soon. I'm looking forward to. God knows this lockdown has been tough. First lockdown had a certain amount of authenticity to it. It was, I don't know, a certain amount of romance, but lockdown in January, oh my God. What are you doing to us? Can't they all just like hide away and we'll vaccinate them and everyone else can just get on with it? You're killing the young'uns to save the old uns. Boris. I don't know what that geeks is trying to say. FME year 1 like FKR. Nope, no idea. Found the pet. Don't know what he's on about. We won't call here with Big Lick. And sevens is very close. Do I raise or do I jam? I'll jam. Sixes. And he hits the 6. That's poker, folks. Should usually win those ones. But I feel like checking on the river is best to turn my hand into a bluff catcher. I said I checked to turn my hand into a bluff catcher, so that's what I'll do. No, quite annoying with the 7 versus 6s, because obviously I'm quite a large favourite. It's not. I mean, it for the novice player. It's basically like having aces against 6s. If you got an overpair against an underpair, they still only have the 2 outs. It doesn't matter how big your overpair is. So I think it was an 8% chance of me winning. But that of course happens. Not only happens, but it happens very frequently. I think we're going to play a bit of 50 now. Actually, there's no 50 now tables going. But we'll play. No, there's no 30 now tables going. I won't do much there. We'll play a spin up. Because I think some people will be more interested in playing spin ups. It is pretty ugly, but with ace 3, I'm pretty sure I have to call. We run into ace queen. We hit f3, which is very nice. So what goes around comes around, baby. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. I think it was top 18 that were paid in this rebuy. I suppose there would be argument for just jamming it in, but we'll take a flop. Because if he's got an ace on behind. Half tempted to try to get my king jack to show down. I'd be very happy to show my king jack. I don't know what he's up to, but if someone knows the ins and outs of actually Sky Poker and how to find out how I can actually see what hand he had, if you tell me, it would be very much appreciated. So spin up, I think spin up's for the gamblers. If people want to do spin up, it is gambling. So you can only sit down with the blinds at 25p, 50p, and you sit down with 10 big blinds. There is no cap limit, pot limit. At least I don't think so. But there's a lot more shipping. As we break. I found a 30 table, so we'll put that in the stream as well. So I'm gonna hashtag 30 to get the likes. It was top 18 that were paid. We are 8 out of 28, so we should be able to get in there pretty easy. I haven't played 30 on Sky for a while. I am a little bit wary of this guy. I've never seen him before, this guy and this guy. And he was therefore sat on full stacks. But you can't win. And this Keys, Sasso, whatever or other, I'm not too worried about. Just because they're not sat on full stacks. I'll probably play a little bit more conservative though than I usually do. But this is where the money is. Where are you going to ship this? I couldn't do it to you guys. I couldn't just play one screen. Tournament seems interesting there. So some guys a 4-way pot. And FYI, if you're sort of thinking, well, where's the rake in the tourney? They all called for 2,000. The pot's 8,000. You pay. So it's £5, 50p. You pay 50p, and that's their rake. Very easy call here with ducks. We do miss, but there is more our range than his range. But I'm not going to get out of line. Someone commented on whether I can just do auto rebuy. I'm not sure. Can I do auto rebuy? But it's nice getting kings when you're playing larger stakes. He has raised. We will 3-bet. £3.90 seems right. He's bet £1.20, £3.90. But we won't do anything with Jack Deuce there. Ace Queen is strong. We will raise our King Jack in position here. We'll just limp. We have picked up a straight draw and he is min betting, so we will put in a raise. We've had a pair and we've got a flush draw to boot, so quite an easy call. We did river and ace there. He's given us such good pot odds, so I think he's got a queen. No, he had the ace, but it was too good a pot odds to fold, so we had to call. A7 here. We will min raise and go after the blinds. A little bit wary because this guy's got us covered, but we have got position. We have an ace. I think we have to min raise. And we will raise our threes. I think you can find nine-handed cash games on Sky. Most casinos, when you go to casinos, they always play 9-handed, but online it always seems to be a lot more freehand, 6-handed. We'll play like a net. If we were deeper, I would have definitely called those threes, but I don't know. Ace King is very nice. I like having Ace King. Do definitely think we have to put in a raise. And there was a call there. All deuces is interesting. It's 24,000 in the pot. He's got 27,000, 18,000. I think I'm just going to jam it. take it down. Very happy to take it down. 2 of 25. And we did just opt to call with our ace queen there. And we'll fold. We'll fold to jack 5. Not quite strong enough to limp in. I think there's a lot of argument to raise the ace queen there, certainly facing a min raise, but I don't quite feel comfortable playing 30 now with my bankroll at the moment. But we will raise 9-7 suited here. I have played much larger games on Sky, but my bankroll doesn't really quite justify it at the moment. But if you want me to play larger games, I feel quite happy for at least another couple of weeks to stream these type of levels. 20 an hour, 30 an hour to a certain extent. But if you do want me to play larger games, I'll move a bit of fiat currency around and I will play larger games. But I was more doing this for the novice player to get them into poker so they can deposit £120 and start playing the 4NL games, the £4 games, and just grind their way up, because it is possible. Of course it's possible. Tout est possible. So I have 20 big blinds in the tournament. I am second. I was going to say, if the guy's fold and he jams, I have to call. Do I defend with my jack queen facing a min raise from the button? I think I should. 10 is the rummy card. I mean, you can only really bet an overpair. You should be scared of the 9 and 8. He did bet that super quick. If I had 10 jack, I would jam, but no, I'm not going to do anything with queen jack. I do feel that it was the right move to defend facing a min raise from the button. You just get a lot better pot odds. There's pot odds and implied odds in poker. But we're approaching the bubble here. I'm pretty sure it's top 18 paid. So as you should know, the bubbles play different because people are trying to squeeze into the cash. So as a chip leader, there is 23 left. Yeah, it's this tournament. 18 of them paid. 250 up top. That would be nice. I'd be able to withdraw a bit more money and buy a bit more silver. I'm a fan of Max, guys, but all he seems to rabbit about is Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's probably going to be the fastest mover this year, but I've gone 6,000 years of history. So this guy is all in, but we can't do much with R to 4-2. Pardon me. We will raise our tens there, obviously. We did put out a small C bet there. That worked. So when you do things that work in poker, you just realise you're a genius, and that's how you should carry on playing. Wow. We've hit 2 pair. There are flushes. There are straight draws. Fairly significant raise. And we do get called. Ace, Queen, 9. I think I'm just going to jam. Call me a donk if he calls with a set of jacks. No. But he turned it. Okay, so I play like a donk. Do I play like a donk? I don't know. Do I play like a donk? Well, the good thing is I can review that